Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we're going to talk about Madison Cawthorn and some stories and information and rumors about Madison Cawthorn. And I know what you're thinking. Which one, right? Because here recently, it's been pretty much every day something new is coming out about Cawthorn. It starts with the driver's license thing, and then there were the photos, and then there's the investigation, then there's the whole thing at the airport with the gun, and again, all of that stuff. And it's just like this never-ending parade hitting Cawthorn and exposing things about him. Now, the conventional wisdom here says that this is actually the Republican establishment in D.C. getting even because Cawthorn talked about those Studio 54 parties that apparently don't exist, but everybody keeps talking about. And that makes sense. And to be honest, that's what I thought it was. I just assumed they were like, wow, we can't have this guy up here because eventually he's going to get us all in trouble, so we got to get rid of him. So I figured that it was, for once, establishment Republicans trying to get rid of this person. Then I talked to a friend who is, let's just say, really plugged in to North Carolina politics, the type of person who hears the gossip, who knows what goes on behind closed doors. It's not establishment Republicans in D.C. It's Republicans in North Carolina. Apparently, young Madison does not play well with the state GOP. Has a very confrontational attitude, believes that he knows better. And they feel that he is such an embarrassment that he may cost them a safe seat. So the rumor says that it's them and that they are going to torpedo him and push a guy named Edwards instead because they feel that Cawthorn is failing North Carolina. And so I hear this little rumor, and I reach out to a friend who isn't plugged in enough to know the gossip, but follows it really closely. And vaguely confirmed the idea, the premise behind it, that North Carolina Republicans don't like Cawthorn. They feel he's, quote, an embarrassment and a loser. So they're worried that he's going to jeopardize their state. And they are actively taking measures to correct that. It's the rumor. This is one of those things where this goes counter to the conventional wisdom, but it's both kind of the same thing. It's just different people doing it. There is one rumor that suggests it's establishment D.C. Republicans trying to push him out. Now we have this one saying it's state level. The reality is it could be both. It could be both. That makes a lot of sense that it could be both because he isn't very good at what he does, I guess. Republicans don't really like him. The reason I find this super interesting is because this is yet another example on top of Georgia and Tennessee. And it shows another state-level GOP actively pushing out a Trump supporter, somebody deeply rooted in Trumpism, and trying to get them out. Now, from what I heard, that actually has nothing to do with it. That's not a motivating factor. It's just a happy coincidence. For once, it's not the state GOP upset with Trumpism. If Cawthorn was somebody who would play nicely with the state GOP, well, he'd probably be all right. They wouldn't have said anything about it, regardless of everything else. Because the one thing that Republicans like the most is, well, doing what other Republicans say, falling in line behind the party and not having any thoughts of your own. So, it's a rumor. It's worth entertaining. It makes a lot of sense. And to me, it is very, very interesting because it continues that trend. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.